Hey there, welcome to M Angel Says. I'm M Angel and I'm so excited to review tonight for you Bachelor, the Bachelorette, episode 4. This episode makes me so happy on so many levels. So let's just go through it real quick, as quickly as I can. You know how on The Bachelor they take the contestants to some magical place? Well, this time they take them to Rhode Island. Now I know that now they do multiple trips in a season, it's not just one, but to see the guys feign interest in going to Rhode Island like they're going to Thailand, it was just like, I know it has island in the name, but come on. Y'all are trying really hard to make destinations out of these random places in America. Why not? I'm sure they have wonderful lobster and crabs and things. I mean, as long as you have a beach front, ocean, water front, I'm good. Our first one-on-one date. Oh! Jed! I was so excited. My runner-up, my favorite, Jed and Hannah, in Boston. I had no idea Boston was that close to Newport, Rhode Island. They have a magnificent, casual, real, grounded date. And the words coming out of Hannah's mouth are dream. She says things like, it's easy with him. I'm calm with him. It's like grounded. There's no effort. She doesn't have to try when she's around him. Oh my God. I just hear key words coming out of her mouth that make me think this is a real relationship blossoming. There's a real strong connection between these two, and you can tell they're comfortable. They're silly. Oh my God, give me a guy I can be silly with, because it's so funny. Through this date, I saw myself in Hannah, and I'm growing to love her because I see myself in her. When she says she loves to make up historical facts in a place and be like a tour guide, that is exactly what I do. When I go to a museum, that's the kind of ish I do all the time. So to see Hannah do that, go around being like, this is where Ronald McDonald got the inspiration for the Golden Arches and things like that, I'm just like, I was cracking up, and I get her. And that she says that she can have fun with Jed in that way, it means the world to me. As if I'm involved in their relationship, you know, I'm the third party here. No, it just like, I had all the feels. I want what they are having. And I thought that he seemed a bit bland during the date. My sister said that he's just uncomfortable because of the cameras. He's actually like a real person. He's not trying to show off or be showy. And even Hannah says, I don't have to be showboaty with him. She could just be Hannah. And those are like, keywords. She can be herself with him. Excuse me? That's called love. My least favorite moment in this whole episode, I would say, was this terrible, terrible product placement of ice cream. First of all, you got this Disneyland looking ice cream vendor in the middle of the most regular looking drab park. Remind me a lot of Montreal though, like right after winter when the snow is melted and the grass is bald. He gives them not just a scoop, not just a cone, a whole pint each. And then he closes up shop and disappears. What kind of marketing is this? Today was a great day. I gave away 2 pints of ice cream, sold 0, made 0 money. I had a loss today. And now I'm going home. Sound effects of them tasting the ice cream and trying to make it like, ice cream. Reminded me of Joey in Friends when he was like, soup. Gosh. No, it was bad. It was just bad. And I feel like maybe it was like in the show Unreal, the producer just didn't want this product placement to happen. But the executives higher up are like, look, we have a partnership with this ice cream brand. Make it work. Next part of the day, these two play with the Celtics. They shoot some hoops. Now, I can't decide if I'm more of a basketball girl or a soccer girl. And I've asked people on the web, on the gram, and it seems pretty 50-50. I was like, who's hotter, basketball players or soccer players? Obviously, super subjective. I think basketball players got more swag. Soccer players got swag though. Like here in France, woo, I can't even start getting into it because the swag, the hair, the look, the guys here are just, they killing the game. There's a reason why Americans use the term metrosexual and here it's just called grooming. The continuation of this day is wonderful. We see Hannah being all bubbly and vibrant. We see Jed's arms. Holla. They were so cute together. OMG. And then she had this one-on-one with the Celtic player asking him, what should I look for in a guy? He asked her, what do you think of Jed? It was cute. It was like her little confidant sharing things. He said some like, I guess, boilerplate things, you know, look for someone you can be yourself with, have fun with, da-da-da-da. Can I just have someone to carry me like this? Can I just? Later on, they have the dinner together, and this was wonderful because you could tell he was uncomfortable, and he took the opportunity, especially when she said, I love that I can be real with you and you can be real with me, and I'm feeling things, and all this honesty and openness is happening. He's uncomfortable because he has to kind of confess something that's been weighing on his shoulders, mind, soul, whatever the word is. His initial intentions for coming on The Bachelorette was to promote himself as an artist, as a musician, because music is his passion, it's his number one, it's his boo thing. Fine. Then he tells her that he got here, but now it's changed. Like, he opened himself up to the process because he loves love, just like me. I always say that. I love love. And he finds himself actually, truly, genuinely falling for her unexpectedly. That's also the process. You know, it's like when you fall in love on vacation. It's like, feels like 10 times stronger than in a regular day-to-day routine setting. I believe him 100% when he's saying these things. He looks genuine about his feelings towards Hannah. And Hannah is so happy when he says these things because she's also developing very stable, solid, strong feelings for him. I was so happy for them. When she gives him the rose and he's like, hold on 1 second, and leans in to kiss her. Talk about swag. Talk about vibes. Feeling it. Want it. Jealous. Not really. Happy for them, but want it for myself. Hello. Next, we have the group date with like 100 men, and they do rugby. Now, I thought this was a British sport. I guess Rhode Island is in New England, is it? I don't know. All these things, but basically rugby. Maybe they're doing rugby because they're kind of boycotting American football, which is kind of messing up right now. The NFL. Is that it? Yes. And if they are, bravo, I'm all for it. But could they like just boycott all brutal testosterone sports because personal preference? I don't know about you. Maybe you just like brute force for brute force sake. But then that's how you end up with guys who hit their women and who aren't capable of expressing their emotions through words. So Kevin, who looks like Captain America, dislocated his shoulder. Ooh, poor boo-boo. He was looking good in this episode. I don't know what was up with him, but I was like, oh, Kevin. This cast this season, gorgeous. My sister and I just can't believe it. It's just model after model. It's a modeling agency this season. It's crazy. Luke has the beast inside, his ragey, crazy side coming out on the field, doing everything it takes to win. He's really agile, though. I love this shot. He looks so goofy. The editors are great. They picked the best shots of him with his, like, mouth guard looking like, oh. There's a weird scuffle between the Lukes. Luke P, Luke Petite, and Luke S, Luke Skywalker. We see the shot of Politico. I don't know which one he is. I'm going to call him Politico. Politico charges towards Luke. Luke, like, lifts him into the air, and we hear a very fake sound effect added on later, a crack. He body slams into the ground. I bet it made no sound because it's on grass and it's turf. So it probably was like, boom. But they made it sound like bones cracking. Apparently, Luke body slammed Politico. But tell me why Politico was charging at him. I didn't understand that. That made no sense. I don't know. Was this all acted? Like, why did he run towards him? It almost felt like a ballet move, you know, where he was running towards him. Then the other one picks him up and slams him down. I was confused. I watched that scene quite a few times. And I think that they intentionally showed us nothing to keep things very abstract. The show really knows what happened. And everything that falls after this, just the choice of camera angles, I know they had more camera angles than that. Come on. With the number of cameras they have, I don't believe they only had that weird shot where they have Hannah, right, blocking most of what happened, right? Everything that happened after this just felt like theater, like Shakespeare in the Park. I was like, what is happening? Let's dive into it. He tries to apologize to him. The other guy just looks him up and down. It's just like, I can't be bothered. But he actually, in his interview, Politico looks really shaken up. So I feel like he did get body slammed. But I also feel like maybe he was coming for him, you know? Wait. Pause to say, Dylan has the nicest hair I've ever seen in my human mortal life. I live for his hair. Don't you? Comment section, please tell me. Mrs. Oscar worthy, no, Emmy worthy rather, in her little silver, Golden Globe worthy, in her little silver getup with them tatas, loosey goosey. Girl. Hannah looking good as usual, basically. Little aluminum foil wrapping never hurt nobody. So if she takes Luke aside first in their evening soiree get-togethers, she wants to know what happened because she knows that there was some roughhousing and Mama wants to get to the bottom of this. Luke does his typical puppy face speech about I was threatened and I acted in self-defense. We've all seen Politico. He looks like a mouse. He looks like a little bunny baby. He's the most inoffensive creature in the house. Even when he gets angry, you see fear and dread in his eyes. Self-defense, what? Nothing. No. So then Mama takes Politico aside and she interviews him about what happened. And strangely enough, she's not really believing him. I believe him. He's saying A and B and C happened, not putting emotion or subjectivity so much into it. Hannah doesn't believe him, but that's because Mama doesn't want to, because she has chemistry with Luke, and with Politico, there is nothing between them. I feel like she's just looking for an excuse to eliminate him. You know what I mean? I love it. Then it's like Gossip Girl Central. All the other guys are with Hannah, and maybe she asks them, but they give their little 2 cents. Yeah, Luke isn't really cool. Yeah, we don't really like Luke. See, for Mike to say that, I'm like, yeah, Mike is calculated. But for Dylan, okay, first of all, what's up with the mustard gang? For Dylan to say that, I was just like, Dylan seems like he's not about them games. I would really take those words into consideration. Then there's the confrontation with Luke, and the guys are all ganging up on him, asking him, like, what, WTF, what was up with that? I love Mike pulled a Steve Harvey with his, oh, hell no! Yeah, no, not credible, Luke. I'm sorry. Your words aren't lining up. But then the guys were all pity, like, Luke, be a nice person. You're being mean. You're being shady. Okay, you told Hannah. That's enough, right? Can we move on? You don't have to be his friend. And then the walkout. Here's what I'm saying. This is all producers. This is all acted. Everyone walks out except for the 2 Lukes. And they're sitting, of course, one in front of the other. And there's a face-off, and the bell of Notre Dame rings as they cut to commercial. So scripted. Ugh, it made me wince. There's a moment where you see Grant who wants to come back in the room, but I think it was Mike or someone like pulls him back in the background like, no. We all have to leave the room. I think the producers told them to. So that's why I don't really know. There might be a deal with the producers. Garrett has a moment with her. We haven't seen Garrett have moments with Hannah at all. And he opens up to her and he tells her how he feels about her. And it was so cute and so sweet. And I love his magenta burgundy suit so much on him with his like bluish eyes. Like pop. I don't know. I just love it. But he's a terrible kisser. Oh my God. What is with the pecking? What is he, a chicken? He would kiss her and kept... My sister and I were just cringing. No, you can't kiss me like this. What is it? What? There's like no flow, no swag. No. I can't stress enough how terrible it was to watch him kiss her so abruptly. How are you pecking her? You know what I mean? I couldn't tell what she was feeling. She wasn't into him the way she can be with some of the other guys. All right, back to the face-off. You can tell. See, this is what I'm saying. You can tell in Politico's eyes that there's anger, rage, and fear. And then Luke, there's crazy in his eyes. He's like always fully in control of the situation, but like a crazy person. Like, there's just crazy in his eyes. I don't know. Do you see it? Am I the only one who sees it? Do you see it too? Like, look at the way he looks at like, you pathetic human being. I can squish you. I can kill you in your sleep. That's what I see in his eyes. Peter has a moment with Hannah. He's really soft. Like, I've said this before. He is the gentle creature. He really is like a little sweet bunny rabbit of a boy. I love him like that for that. But Hannah seems like a man with aggression. During the rugby match, Mama was thrilled, enthralled to see these guys go at it and beat each other up. She's twisted. I mean, Peter's a sweet guy. He's the guy who will make love to you and like stop to like stare at you in your eyes and caress your hair. And maybe some girls don't like that, but I do. So I'm just like, oh, sweetheart, please feed me little chocolates and tell me how much you like my hair. Oh! The next day, Hannah has her one-on-one with the love of my life. I've decided. I know that I crush on all these guys, but Tyler is literally a god, an Adonis, an exception. The example. He is the archetype of what a man should be, and everything I've ever wanted, dreamed of, didn't even think was possible. And then this date, Confirmed it. So mama's crying because she's messed up over yesterday. Because you know why she's crying? Resistance. You know what the resistance is? I know I have to let the both Lukes go. However, Papa took me in that candle room. It was hot and steamy. I want to taste that. But he seems unstable. But I have strong feelings for him, she said. The one I'm feeling the most. So then you're like, but if I'm feeling him and he's crazy and unstable and bad for me, can I trust myself to make the right decision? And now you're doubting yourself and your capacity to choose the right person. And that I understand 1,000,000%. I've been there so many times where I was falling for a guy who completely blindsided me with how messed up he was. And then I was broken because I lost faith in myself and God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. So I understand where she is. It's a bad headspace to be in. Doubt. The cameramen are just annoying. That mega zoom onto her face to be like, tears. Let's capture this moment so we can make more money and put it in the commercial reel and get people to be like, why is Hannah crying? Ugh. The commercialism behind the show sometimes, it's revolting. Tyler arrives like a god and scoops her off the ground. And I'm just like, can I have this? 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 Look at him. He knows his angles. He knows how to capture the light. His career in modeling, I see him for Hugo Boss perfumes. Ooh, Stinson, whatever that cowboy perfume branded. Hannah is crying into his arms. She's telling him basically how she's having a rough morning. She had a rough night. He's saying all the most perfect things. It's okay. I got you. I'm here for you. She's like, I want to be at my best for you because this is the whole point, right? I want to be at my best, but I'm not at my best. And he's like, that's okay. I want you in the highs and the lows. My heart stopped. When he said, I want the lows and the highs, I want all of you. I want Hannah, the full package. Are there writers talking to this guy? Is he a writer? Because he should be. Because, my God. Tyler, how are you 25? And he's from Jupiter, Florida. But still, like, he's out of this world. You know what I mean? They catch lobsters together. He's humorous. He makes jokes. He's taller than her. He's manly. He looks good in them fisherman suits. He got a lot of arms. I love it. Hannah shimmies at a moment. That's so something I would do while they're reeling in the catch. She's just like, shimmy. Ah! He wraps his arms around her. I'm going to start crying, I swear, because this was my favorite date. As much as I loved her and Jed's date, and it's like very realistic, real world, this was me. This was my kind of date. My kind of man. He makes her laugh. He gets all silly. He gets serious. He made some like sexual innuendos, but in a cute way. But you see, Hannah wasn't fully there. She was still kind of disconnected from him. She's still thinking about the drama with Luke's. Can you blame her? Okay, so evening date with Mr. Perfection, Arm Candy. Who knows he's hot? So dangerous. First of all, his booty and hips in that suit. And the color of the suit with his like grayish blue eyes. Yes, I'd be studying this man because he needs to be mine. I don't know how we're going to make it happen, but we're going to make it happen, right? We're going to do this. Okay, so she basically tells him that she had the best time with him. He knew how to pick up her spirits, which is amazing, but that she did have a bit of suspicion when it came to him. She had her walls up, her guard up. She had put some walls up because he seems too good to be true. And Mama, I understand. There are doubts with him. He's too smooth sometimes. You're like, you're too smooth. You always know what to say. You look perfect. You know you're hot. You've got the swag. What's going on? Where are the spiders, the crawlies? Are you really here for me or are you here for your career? He tells her that her question is fair. He expresses himself so perfectly. He does open up about his father being sick before coming onto the show. He says that they watched, he meant The Bachelor. He said The Bachelorette, but he meant The Bachelor together, and that they both were kind of falling for Hannah. I don't know how true that part is. He said he wasn't really sure about coming on the show, but then he came. When he saw her, when he came out the limo, he felt something. And he held his chest, and she even remembered. She said, "That's true. I remember you put your hand on under your heart." Like, oh my God, like there was something. Maybe it was love at first sight, but he was struck and he felt real things. So he says, Hannah is hearing all of this, but you can tell in her face she's still unsure about him because he opened up about having feelings for her like it's nothing, like it was so easy. I'm a person who's very open about my feelings. I talk about them very easily. But he says that he has a hard time opening up and feeling and connecting. But the way he's speaking, it's like a guy who falls in love every day. Like he has no trouble expressing how he feels. So it's like a disconnect in this moment between what he's saying, what she's reading, what she's feeling. The verdict is still out on him. It's still hard to believe. But then he's 25, and I'm like, yeah, younger guys are usually very open with their feelings because they haven't been, I don't know, marred and scarred by life and broken hearts. So they're still kind of fresh in that way that they can fall in love and not be afraid to. I want to believe it, and she wants to believe it. Hannah and Tyler have one of those very cheesy, we're going to dance in front of a crowd, and there's a musician being promoted, Jake Owens or Jack. For a split second, I thought it was Jed playing. I was like, my sister and I were like, wait, what? What is Jed doing playing at his date? Can you imagine? Like, he changed his mind, like, they made an offer I couldn't refuse. Sorry, Hannah. Skip to later on, rose cocktail ceremony, I don't know what to call it. She hanging out with the boys. Oh my God, I loved this interaction with Peter. It was so casual. The way he was talking to her. Like, they've been together for a while. I loved it. It was so comfortable. And then he asks her, will you be my girlfriend? See, he's a youngish man. And it is everything. It is everything to me. I adore it. I love it. When's the last time I've been asked to be somebody's girlfriend? Let me think. Never. Once. I think once. Only once. This is a thing that I don't know about most girls. I can't speak for most girls, but a lot of girls I know, we still like the formalities. And even if it's like, we both know. No, we don't. If you don't ask me to go officially, casually monogamous with you, I'm out here hoeing. No, it ain't. It's not like that. No, what I mean is like, it's not official until we have a conversation. And the question, first of all, it's one of my favorite NSYNC songs, the remix with Nelly, of course, ever, girlfriend. So to have someone be like, oh, would you be my girlfriend? I'll treat you good. Cosign. So I loved it. I approved 1,000,000%. She was down. He was like, as long as you don't mind, I'll be your girlfriend plus dating 14 other guys on the side. And he was like, that's okay. Because I got you on lock, girl. You don't even know. It's Inception. And I thought he was innocent, but then this kiss, the solid kiss. Whew, hots. Just wanted to comment again on the body language between Mike and Hannah. Like, it's friend zone. I don't know. I don't see it between them. There's no chem. Then there's the confrontation between Mike again and Luke. He calls him a psychopath. So I'm not the only one who sees it. There's something off about this character. And in theatrical fashion, Luke shows the camera, this is the definition of a psychopath. A person with a psychopathic personality, which manifests as anormal and antisocial behavior, lack of ability to love or establish meaningful personal relationships, extreme egocentricity, failure to learn from experience. Okay, we got the egocentricity, but that's just like man. Human, I mean. Lack of ability to love is very subjective. Like, how can you measure someone's ability to love? I think he means more sociopath than psychopath in that he knows how to play the game and acts like a person with empathy and feelings and going through the motions of being social, but inside feels nothing. And is doing all of it to his advantage, and it's like playing a game, like faking it, basically. I think he's more sociopathic than psychopathic, but whatever. Oh, Hannah, she speaks to Politico again. He kind of wants to know because Luke brought up the fact that he has some kind of tequila alcohol business, bringing his character into question, which is super low, a low blow. I don't believe he came for promotional gains at all. If anything, he was talking about his business because he has one, and this is what you do when you're around people. You talk about things. Oh, Politico never talks about you. He talks about his business. First of all, why would he talk about Hannah? I think it's weird when they talk about Hannah with the other guys who are dating Hannah. At least he is an entrepreneur. That's actually reassuring and attractive. And then as he's leaving Hannah right now, you can tell like there's no chemistry between them anyways. He's not gonna last. And then, like I said, look at this very theatrical setup where they're by the fireplace and he walks over casually to talk to Luke and confront him. I don't know. This can all be staged and I would not be surprised. It's just such a theater piece. The guys kind of tell Luke, hey, do the right thing. Could you go and tell Hannah that you were lying earlier about me coming here for personal reasons and for like business self-promotion? What? Why would Luke have to go and say that? And then Luke is like, sure, of course, Weird. So then Luke goes and manipulates the situation to his advantage and just tells her, yeah, the guys just told me to come and tell you that basically this and that. Luke, you little sob. S-O-B. You know what you're doing. All childish games. So Mama calls Politico back. Okay, we need to talk again. What is happening? This is a mess. Luke is going back and forth. The guys are like, yeah, so basically you'll just do whatever it takes to win her over. You're just gonna throw us under a bus and just say things and make us look bad. And Luke is like, yeah, pretty much. What did you think this was? A brotherhood? No, it's a fight. It's a fight for Hannah's heart. I love he's just like, this guy, touche. He played a very strong political move here, but karma is a bee and she gonna come back for you. Y'all heard? That's what Luke has to say. Politico. Luke always has that like scared puppy face look. I don't know what is wrong with his face. So finally, cliffhanger, because that's how shows are. Hannah sits both the Lukes down and says, listen, we have to talk. And that is where the episode ends. What's gonna happen? She wants to keep kissing Luke. So Politico's going home. Even if she believes him, even in her heart of hearts, she knows that there's something off with Luke. He's not marriage material. She's had to put him in his place many times. Is that the kind of man you want in your life? No. But he's tasty. He's entertaining. She'll keep him for the show. And she's just not feeling Politico that way. So it's not going to happen. What do you think? What were your thoughts? Did you love Jed's date? Which one did you prefer between Jed and Tyler? What do you think she's going to do about the Lukes? I would love to hear from you. Well, this was so much fun. Oh, best episode ever. We had FaceTime with the Gorgies. Before you go, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Subscribe to Angel Says if you haven't already. I heard you click. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Share this episode with other Bachelor Nation people because let's just have fun together. And follow me on Instagram at Angel Says one word. Facebook and Twitter is also available if that's your jam. And I will see you on the next episode. So take care of yourselves. Keep hope alive, and I hope you always love love. Peace.